It's on. Friday Football Fever. Brought to you by Arizona Health Exercise Equipment.
Hello, this is Alonzo Trier, and you're watching the Friday Football Fever.
Hey, certainly appropriate tonight that Arizona junior guard Alonzo Trier is part of the Friday Football Fever because apart from bringing you an in-depth look at all the high school playoff games on the gridiron, we have bonus coverage of Arizona's home opener in hoops against NAU. Thought you knew. Good evening to you. I'm Paul Cicala. Ari Alexander is standing by at McKale Center. But first, let's start with the playoff matchup of the night. Number 1 seed Cienega against number 8 Marana in a rematch from an early season thriller, one that the Cienega Bobcats won, but Marana had revenge on its mind. Here, Trent Bourget will run it in for a Marana touchdown, and it is 7-0 with the Marana lead. Cienega's first offensive play after that would see Jamari Joyner taking the snack and passing it to Stephen Harshman. He will get it to about the 25-yard line. Eventually sets up a handoff to Thomas Webb Jr. He will punch it in. It is tied at 7, and then Rene Valenzuela will take the handoff. Marana ends up going up 14-7. This may be one of the longest field goals you'll see in high school. Ezra Figueroa makes it from 42 yards out. Marana would then strike back, and Bourget gets himself another rushing touchdown. That increases the lead to 21-10 Marana. Now to the last play of the first half. No time left. Jamari Joyner takes the snap. He's going to scramble around. We're talking Hail Mary, throwing it up for grabs, and Terrell Hayward comes down with it. They go to the locker room down by 4. Marana's leading by 4, and hey, here's your final score, 38-35. Cienega uses that momentum to win and survive. All right, moving on from the far eastern reaches of Pima County back to Midtown and the campus of the U of A. Let's go ahead and flip the script a bit with some bonus coverage of the U of A basketball opener, and Ari Alexander joins us with more from McKale Center.
Hey, Paul, we're live outside here at McKale Center where the University of Arizona just took down NAU. Very short-handed. Wildcats missing a few players. Raleigh Alkins, a broken foot. Dylan Smith suspended. Of course, we found out today that Keanu Pinder is suspended and Brandon Randolph out with a concussion. But despite being short-handed, Arizona was able to show off some of those really impressive freshmen. Let's get to the highlights. And early in this game, Wildcats are going to go to Dusan Ristic inside, and he is going to dunk on a guy. Arizona taking a big lead early, although NAU able to stick with him a little bit. Then it's going to be Alonzo Trier. Great play on the defensive end. On the other side, Trier is going to throw down the dunk and a little throat slash after that. I actually like that. Then check out DeAndre Ayton, the freshman, inside, 19 points, 12 rebounds for him. Alonzo Trier also had 32 points on the night. He would throw down another dunk. Trier and Ristic and Ayton were incredible. 32 for Trier, 19 and 12 for Ayton, 20 and 10 for Dusan Ristic. 3 of Arizona's best players helped the Wildcats get the win.
It's the opening night in college basketball. It's always great to start off with a win. You know, I didn't think our defense was very good for a number of minutes of tonight's game. You know, I thought the last 4 minutes of the first half, we became disjointed, disconnected. That can happen.
So I come out, play hard, compete, try to set the tone for my teammates, being one of the older guys, one of the leaders on this team. Try to show them, you know, how we try to take care of business.
Arizona plays again on Sunday against UMBC here at home. The Wildcats are going to possibly get back 3 of those 4 players that were out. Pinder is going to be off suspension. Dylan Smith is going to be off suspension. And Brandon Randolph possibly coming back from his concussion. Reporting live at McKale Center, Ari Alexander, News for Tucson.
Hey, thanks a lot, Ari. And back to high school football. And Coach Benet and the 10-win, 1-loss Salpointe Lancers hosted a 9-2 Glendale squad in the state quarterfinals. Let's get things right back to some high school football. Let's get out to Lancer Nation for Salpointe and Glendale Cactus, and it's more like Lancer domination on Salpointe's opening drive. Check out Bijan Robinson cutting through the Cobras defense for a 43-yard touchdown, untouched. It is 7-0 Lancers, and then Salpointe special teams gets into the act off the Cactus punt, and Lathan Ransom is about to make a house call. 27 yards later, it is 21-10 Lancers. Now to the second quarter, same as the first, because Bijan Robinson is the snake charmer. Again, The 20-yard slither makes it 35-0 Salpointe over the Cobras, and that was so much fun. Let's do it again. Now the Lancers swing it out to Robinson, and he will slither his way into the end zone. That's a touchdown. It's 42-zip Salpointe, and we're not done yet. No, no, no. It's going to be a fake to Robinson, and then they give us to Langston Hampton, who will bring it right into your living room, coming right at you. It is 49-0 halftime, or 49-0 Salpointe at the half. The Lancers cruising to the Final Four after a 49-14 victory. And the kids at Pusch Ridge Christian were definitely pumped up. Pusch Ridge's Mitchell Moss is about to score the first Lions touchdown, putting them on top 6-0. Then Northwest Brady Wigenbrandt will get smacked by a Pusch Ridge train. Defense wins championships, and shortly after that, Pusch Ridge will air it out to Gavin Davis for a flawless second touchdown. In the first quarter, we also learned that some kids want to stay in the sandbox and go out of the chaos, and Pusch Ridge's Christian Fetzes brings in the order in beast mode all the way to the end zone. There it is. This will be a Lion touchdown. Now it is 20-0, and right when Northwestern's Jonathan Metzger thought he had it right, it went into the wrong hands of Jonathan Stanton for a Lions interception. Pusch Ridge wins big, 42-6. Pusch Ridge quarterback Chris Fetzes isn't just a threat on the ground. He can definitely pass too. He came into tonight completing over 60% of his passes. Congrats. All right, we're far from over with. After the break, we'll flip the script a bit to bring you some Arizona women's basketball. Plus, we'll have the play of the week in high school football, and the Arizona women's soccer team is hosting an NCAA tournament game against TCU. That's basketball, though. We'll bring you some bonus coverage of November Madness in soccer with a big Wildcat comeback, and of course, some hoops as well. We'll be right back.
Friday Football Fever. Brought to you by Arizona Health Exercise Equipment.
Hey, welcome back to the Friday Football Fever. How's your energy, my high school football fans? I'm Paul Cicala. First, quick reminder for you. You can see all of these scores for all the big playoff games and everything else on our ticker right below. And we'll have full rundowns on KVOA.com with this complete show. All right, now let's change the script a bit for more Friday Football Fever. But this is the Friday football of the international sense. Friday football as in Friday soccer. Let's head on out to Mulcahy Stadium, where the U of A Wildcats host the TCU. Thought you knew Arizona would push it up early with Morgan McCary being denied for the Cats. And then the Wildcats' Kennedy Kenneker will center the ball, but it is batted out of the goalie box. And now to the 30th minute, 0-0 tie score. No more. Gotta love the teamwork of Texas Christian. Off the header, Emma Heckendorn will bust it in. Oh yeah, it is now 1-0 Arizona trails, and could have been worse, but Arizona goalie Lainey Burdette will make a spectacular save. Later, Wildcats trying to hang tough at home. Get this, the Wildcats would tie it up later in the match after our camera left in the 74th minute, and after a goal by Samantha Falasco, then a winner by Callie Chrysler. The Wildcats scored twice in the final 16 minutes and pull out the 2-1 victory in dramatic fashion. There's your final, 2-1. Hey, we talked about the U of A men's basketball opener earlier, and don't forget, Coach Adia Barnes and the Arizona Wildcat women's basketball team open up the season with a noon tip-off at McKale Center, this against Iona. Lots of excitement about this year and even more about the future. It's now official. The Lehigh Wildcats assigned the nation's 4th best recruiting class for 2018. We have details on KVOA.com. But hey, back to this afternoon's game with U of A football quarterback Rhett Rodriguez enjoying the matchup. And he's in the crowd, as was the ESPN football broadcaster Mark Jones, who will be calling the U of A football game against Oregon State on ESPN2 Saturday night. And as for the basketball game itself, later Wildcats break the press with perfection as Sammy Fatkin finish things off. And later, Marley Kiles will be busting at baseline for the layup. Arizona still leads by double digits. Then, how about Jalea Bennett about to hit Destiny Graham for the Dre? Hey! Later, Wildcats are on cruise control as they hold on for the final score and the victory. We're talking 71-58, 1-0. All right, now let's get to the Friday Football Fever play of the week. Backtracking to football, we will travel east again for the Cienega game against Marana. On to the final play of the first half. Hail Mary for Jamari Joyner. You saw it, he scrambled a bit, then he throws it up for grabs, and check it out again. The prayer is answered by Terrell Hayward. Cienega had the momentum going into the second half, and they show why The Bobcats are #1 seed heading into the Final Four. Of course, they were losing tonight in the first half. In the second half, that definitely gave them some momentum. Cienega stays unbeaten. All right, with all the sports going on this evening, we also can't forget to mention the Tucson Roadrunners against the Bakersfield Condors. This just in, the Roadrunners win at the TCC 6-3. We'll have more with the Tucson Roadrunners this weekend as they suit up at the TCC again tomorrow night. Plus, Arizona kicks off against Oregon State in football for the last home game of the season. I'll be live in News 4 Tucson at 5:30 from the U of A with a preview of the game. And quickly, don't forget, you can see this show over and over and over again on KVOA.com. Plus, bonus coverage of highlights that didn't make the show. For Ari Alexander, I'm Paul Cicala saying have a positive, productive weekend filled with lots of football.